I refused to give my sister a kidney after she saved my life as a kid. I was 9 when I nearly drowned in our backyard pool. Madison, my older sister by 3 years, dove in and pulled me out. She performed CPR until the ambulance arrived. The paramedic said 5 more minutes and I would have been gone. My parents called her a hero. The local news did a story. Our house filled with flowers and cards praising her bravery. For 15 years, I heard the same story at every family gathering. Madison saved your life. You owe her everything. She wore it like a crown. Last month, Mom called me crying. Madison's kidneys were failing. Genetic condition. She needed a transplant fast. I was the only match in the family. Mom didn't ask if I would donate. She told me when the surgery was scheduled. 2 weeks from now, Dr. Stevens said, you'll recover in 6 weeks. Just like you needed her that day. I sat there holding the phone, feeling that familiar weight settle on my chest. The weight of a debt I'd been carrying since I was 9 years old. But something felt different this time. I heard myself say I needed to think about it. The silence on the other end was deafening. Mom's voice went ice cold. Think about what? She saved your life. This isn't optional. Madison showed up at my apartment the next day. She didn't knock. She still had the spare key from when she helped me move in. I was making coffee when she walked into my kitchen and sat down at my table. Mom said, you're being difficult. She wasn't asking. She was accusing. I turned around and looked at her. Really looked at her. She had that same expression she'd worn in every photo from that day at the pool. The hero face Mom collected, deserving of praise. I asked her why she thought I owed her this. She laughed. Are you serious? I saved your life. You'd be dead without me. This isn't even a question. I poured my coffee slowly. My hands were shaking, but my voice came out steady. Tell me what happened that day before you pulled me out. Her face changed, just for a second. Something flickered behind her eyes. You fell in. You couldn't swim. I saved you. I set down my mug. I could swim. Dad taught me the summer before. I was doing laps that morning. She stood up fast. Her chair scraped against the floor. You're misremembering. You were 9. Trauma does that. But I wasn't misremembering. I'd been thinking about that day for 3 weeks straight. Ever since Mom's call, pieces that never fit were suddenly clicking into place. I walked to my bookshelf and pulled out an old photo album. Found the picture from 2 months before the drowning. Me holding a swimming certificate. First place in the 9-year-old freestyle race at the community center. That's when I told her I'd talk to our neighbor, Mr. Harrison, the man who lived next door 15 years ago. The man who saw everything from his kitchen window that morning. He saw Madison walk up behind me at the edge of the pool. He saw Madison push me in and hold my head underwater. He saw Madison wait until I stopped struggling before she started screaming for help. Mr. Harrison said he almost called the police that day. But when the ambulances came and everyone called Madison a hero, he convinced himself he must have seen it wrong. He's carried that guilt for 15 years, until I called him last week and asked what really happened. Madison's face went white. She tried to speak, but nothing came out. I told her to leave. She grabbed my arm hard enough to bruise. You can't prove anything. It's your word against mine. Who's going to believe you'd let your hero sister die? I pulled my arm away. I'm not letting you die. I'm just not saving you. There's a donor list. You can wait like everyone else. She left screaming that I was killing her. Mom stopped speaking to me. Dad called me selfish. But Mr. Harrison gave his statement to the police. They can't charge Madison now because I was a minor and the statute of limitations ran out. But the truth is, finally out there, and I'm finally free from a debt I never actually owed.